So a few years back, I ended up speaking to somebody that had made a lot of money from YouTube. They had a few million views, and that was enough to pay off their car in its entirety. It was quite a nice car as well. They'd made about £5,000 a month. Now, I don't know what that is in dollars, maybe 7,000, but it's more than I've ever made. So I thought I'd give it a swing, and sure enough, it was a swing and a miss. I ended up coming back to it earlier last year, so it's probably been about 8 months now since I started doing it again. And for a little while, I did actually take it very seriously. Now, I tried all sorts of different things, but nothing really stuck. That is until I went shooting. I'm really into my shotguns, so I thought, one day I was at a farm, and it was a family thing. I was a bit bored, so I decided to ask the guy that actually owns the farm, can I take this can of, Dr. Pepper, throw it over my head, and, I've got a couple of shotguns in the back of the van, can I just shoot it? And he said, yeah, okay then. So I got my wife to record it, shot it out the air, and I uploaded that as a YouTube short, just sort of see how it does. Anyway, that grew to, I think, 1,600 views in a few days, and I thought, that's going quite well. So I took a little tripod down with me and went to the shooting grounds, and, I got some more videos there, and that grew and grew. And now, after maybe 8 months, I'm currently looking, and my channel, at this very moment, has got 30,927,000 views, and it's not made me a penny. Now, I have to be clear, that is almost exclusively shorts views. But a lot of people seem to think that getting that many views will earn you an absolute mint. And admittedly, when you go on somebody's YouTube channel, you just click on the About tab, it will tell you the amount of views, but it doesn't break it down into shorts and long form, or doesn't tell you what sort of ad revenue they've got, which is understandable. But I'm just here to try and, plant a seed to try and guide people that maybe are going to make the same mistake I've made. Because I have invested quite a little bit of money now into this YouTube channel and get it going. Quite a lot of time as well. In fact, as of right now, this YouTube channel I'm speaking about has got 16,500 subscribers. It's not the one that this is uploading to. It's another channel called Zach Shoots. Now, the problem that I've made, that I think a lot of people probably make as well, is that, yes, you need 1,000 subscribers. I think that's the easy part. But then for shorts, you need 10 million valid YouTube views to get monetized. Now, once you're monetized, you can drop back below that threshold and you'll still keep ticking over and making a bit of money. But you need to hit that in the first place. So I thought, last year I was well on my way to making my first 10 million views. I was really excited, and that day came and went. However, I didn't get monetized. The reason is that YouTube changed the algorithm. Well, I shouldn't say the algorithm. It changed the way that it counts a view. So now, whereas before a view was a view and that was all there is to it, now the second that somebody sees your short, that counts as a view. But it's only an engaged view or a valid view if they stay and watch it. Now, that time is something like 4 seconds. But it does make a big difference. I'd say probably half of my views are not valid. And that's a big difference. So let's say now, okay, you don't need 10 million. Let's say you need 20 million views to get monetized. Well, okay, I've got 30 million. Why am I not monetized? And the reason is, for shorts, it's a 90-day rolling count. So you have to have that 20 million views in any 90-day period. And for me, I'm just trickling behind that. According to my earn tab on YouTube Studio, I'm at about 6 to 7 million views per 90 days. And I am always going to be there. Unless something really big changes, I am not going to get monetized on this channel. So what is the change I'm going for? Well, the change I'm going for, quite frankly, is long form videos. The reason is, with long form videos, that rolling amount isn't over a 90-day period, it's over a 12-month period. So you get a lot more time to maybe have a few crap days here and there, and it works off of watch hours, so how long you can get people to stick around for. Now, I've got to say, it is a bit of a kick in the dick to find out that all your efforts were in vain. But I suppose one thing I can look back at is everything that I've learned. Everything about editing, everything about keeping people's attention, everything about clickbait. Well, clickbait, I suppose you could call it. But, you know, just getting people's attention. I've still learnt a lot. But there is one big catch. Of those 16,500 subscribers that I now have, how many do you think actually watch the long form videos that I put out? Well, to put it simply, none. Whenever I upload a video now, at most it might get a few hundred views. So I know that the 16,500 people that are subscribed to me aren't even giving it a watch. I would know if they are clicking on it and then just leaving it straight away, because I can see that on my analytics. But no, they're just not interested. You almost have to see long form and short form as two completely different apps. To me, I realised that they're completely separate a little while ago when I was pulling in up to 800,000 views on my shorts and maybe 10 to 15 on my long form. So over the next year, I'm going to be really focusing on long form content, because even the short form content, once it is monetized, isn't going to make you a lot of money. So I just thought I'd put that out there for anyone that wants to know about sort of, you know, getting monetized and making some good money on YouTube. It really isn't quite as easy as you'd think. Although consistency obviously is going to help you, you have to be at a certain threshold for a long time.